The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
And we have Neal now, right?
And we have Neal right now. Neal from Prime Heating and Air. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. Say hi to Chad for me when he gets in. I went to high school with him. So.
Oh, did you really?
Okay.
Yeah. He's a great guy. He was, funny thing, I booked a wedding reception last season, or maybe 2 seasons ago, and it was his brother, and I had no idea. And they showed up, and I was, getting a wedding party all set to go, and there's Chad. He's the best man.
Yeah,
it's his brother's wedding reception.
Great.
Yeah,
great.
He's a great guy, just a wonderful person. Neal, thank you very much. I got to thank Neal right off the bat. Prime Heating and Air. He works with his brothers. You sent over people because I was having an issue that I caused. They put in a beautiful, central air conditioning system. And, the condenser sits on the outside, the big fan thing that spins around, and it pipes into the house. And I was trying to weed whack around it.
And you missed.
I caught the grounding wire with the...
You missed the weeds and got the wire.
The thermostat wire.
Yeah, the thermostat wire, and then the foam around it, and I ate all that up. And Neal said, why don't you just, dig it out and put stone there, and then you don't have to worry about the ground.
What a simple solution.
But you sent the guys up. They repaired that for me, and they went down in the basement and did a nice check on the system, and everything's great.
Yeah.
And
that's what we do.
Yeah. So some preventive stuff that you guys take care of.
Yeah, doing a lot of preventative AC maintenance right now. Obviously, checking people's systems over. Heat's coming. I know it took a little bit to get here, but it's here and it's coming, and going to be hot over the next few weeks. So just going through people's systems, making sure they're good to go.
Is it a good time for? I was thinking of that. People to call you and before it gets too hot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, obviously, people have probably had them on a little bit here. It has been humid.
I've used it. Well, the reason why I've been using it was not so much to cool the house, but with the wildfire smoke and my allergies and stuff
keeping
like
the windows closed. Yeah,
I want to keep at night. I do it at night.
Yeah.
So that
and
helps.
It's humid. It's still humid out.
Yeah.
With all the rain, and it's still you get into the 70s and rain. It's going to be humid. So it takes a lot of that thick, humid air out of the house too. So
is there a certain amount of times that you should replace the filters throughout a season? Is there like every 2 months?
Yeah, I would check them depending on your usage, obviously, and especially if you've got pets or cats, dogs, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely check them every 30 to 45 days. If they need to be changed, change them. If they look okay, run them another month maybe, and then do it. But you definitely want to make sure you got good air filters in there throughout AC season. That's helpful.
Is it a visual thing? I mean, what do you see?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've got the new one. You put it next to the new one. If it's brown versus white, then you got to change it. You know what I mean?
This is supposed to be white. It's not.
Exactly.
Change it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And once again, the best type of filter, because now you go to the big box stores. There's 75 different gradations.
If you're getting that really super high efficient stops every little thing, I mean, you've got to change those every 20 to 30 days, because obviously they're stopping a lot more and they're going to get clogged a lot faster. Yeah, a decent pleated MERV 8 around, that's the rating system. 8-9 rated
8-9
pleated filter that's what I use. That's a decent filter. It's going to stop what you want it to stop, and then you can check it every 30 to 45 days.
That's great advice. I agree with you, Tom. It's like, I don't know. Do I get the 99-cent one or the $50 one?
Yep. Yeah, you don't know. And big box stores got so much crap going on.
8-9 rating.
Yeah, airflow is really key with AC. So filters, making sure your cold air returns aren't blocked, making sure your supplies aren't blocked, in the house.
Sure.
Otherwise, it'll start to freeze over and just not run well. So
for people who are concerned that they don't have the proper what do you call those things? The ventilation, the piping,
the ductwork.
Okay. Oh my gosh! Pipes, ductwork. So for people who might not be comfortable with their current ductwork, would you put in new ductwork or reroute things?
I mean, we can. Yeah, absolutely. We can assess all that stuff.
Okay.
The biggest complaint in the summer is people with 2-story homes. Oh, my upstairs never is this cold. Typically, it's not going to be. Obviously, you're a lot closer to the sun. Obviously,
yeah.
right? No, just kidding. But yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right below the roof, right? And so insulation's key. All the, all that stuff. All the heat's in your attic, and it's right above your ceiling, so it's going to be a little warmer. But yeah, there's things we can do that we can look at for folks. Ductwork's one, maybe putting another.
But you're not tin knockers by trade.
No, we do. Yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, we do ductwork all the time.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I mean, new construction, we're putting all new ductwork in houses and all that. Oh yeah, we definitely do ductwork. But once it's in and you've got finished ceilings, you're limited
to what you got.
You want to start opening walls up, ceilings up. So there's.
I know. At one point you were talking that you have a unit that's a fan, like a booster fan that you can put inside there. So in other words, if you're not getting the cold air up, they can put something in the ductwork.
House fan or something.
Yeah. Well, it goes in the ductwork.
It's a duct booster fan. Yeah.
And then pushes the air up a little harder.
Yeah. You try to isolate the problem area. Right. So say it's a bedroom upstairs. You try to find that supply line going to that bedroom, and you can put a booster fan in there that you wire back to the furnace. So when that the blower kicks on, that fan kicks on, help try to push the air up there a little better.
Okay. I've got a question. I know New York State's passed some laws, and there's a lot of talk about heat pumps. I know back in the day, my father worked at Carrier Air Conditioning, and he said you don't get heat pumps because they don't work in this climate. Now it's been a number of years back, and things change.
Technology's way improved in that area.
Are they still a good thing? In the right circumstance?
Yeah, absolutely. There's situations for them. But yes, they have gotten them to the point where they'll heat in this area. Obviously. For some rooms, that's all you need for the a majority of the time. That's all the heat you need for that space. But for whole houses, having a furnace backup or some sort of backup, heat source would be good. You'll run your heat pump a majority of the time, and then those month or so where maybe the temps are cold, you just switch over to your
That's
backup.
interesting. I was wondering how they'd work.
But a majority of the time you'll use the heat pump.
I know down south that's almost all they do. But
because they're only using AC. So and it's only getting down to 30s, 40s, and so they're fine there.
But houses aren't insulated for that.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes, you talk about replacement of the filters and such. What about the furnaces? I know they're making them, as we just said, more and more efficient. I mean, the efficiency is just amazing now. When should a person think about getting their furnace replaced? Yeah.
So the average lifespan of a furnace in this area is 18 to 20 years. So you start to get up, 16, 17, 18 years. You can have it assessed. If everything's working great, then, you can keep running it. If you parts start to fail here and there, it's kind of like, I look at it like an automobile, right? Is this thing starting to cost me more than if a monthly payment on a new one or something like that? You know what I mean? So are the repairs more costly than getting a new one in? So so we can assess all that stuff, let you know, hey, our opinion is, hey, I think you're fine here for another few years, and let's run with it. Or you might want to think about replacing that. The good thing, you start to get up over 15, 17 years, you put a new system in, you got all new 10-year warranties. Right. So you can restart your warranty process, all that stuff.
Really quickly, are any government incentives on any of the products at this
there's
point?
National Grid rebates on furnaces and stuff right now. You don't get a ton of them on the AC world. There are some for the heat pumps as well through Grid. So, there's rebates out there.
And some federal tax credits, too.
There are, Well, you would know about that.
Yeah, that's right,
I always tell people... contact your tax preparer. Those things change all the time. We can't keep up with them. So check with your tax guy.
Well, say hello to your brothers for us, won't you?
Yep, absolutely.
Right. And we'll get people calling you. So, ladies and gentlemen, now's the time to call. Here's the Prime Heating and Air Challenge. Call them now and set up an appointment, at least for an assessment or a cleaning. 315-802-4287. 802-4287. Tell them Tom and Steve and George sent you, and they'll say thank you.
They won't hold it against you.
And they won't hold it against you.
Perfect.